Hey, so this is Jasmine from Second Life in Sansar, and I wanted to take an opportunity to show you some things that I didn't know about when I first started making mesh, and one of them was edge shading issues. This is a Mary Jane I plan to take to both Second Life and Sansar, and I do build things a little bit differently than I used to. One was that I would actually put interior faces and things, and I don't do that so much now because I realize that that's actually kind of a bad thing to do, because it's giving extra work for Second Life or Sansar to render. So I don't tend to put faces on the insides of objects that are going to be covered by your feet. I know some people think, oh, that's just being lazy or whatever, but actually when you do that, you're making a lot more work for the game engine. So actually it's a lot better to not put faces on the insides of shoes and things like that. So that's a little side note. But the main thing I want to talk about was something I didn't know about for a very long time, and I feel kind of silly, and that was edge shading issues. I don't know if you can tell, but like along the edges of the shoe, you can see how the light just catches kind of weird. It just doesn't look real good and crisp. And so the way that you fix those, in Maya anyway, is you select this little edge like this, right? And probably also here along this edge here, we would want those two. And because it's such an abrupt change, you want to be able to tell the computer, hey, like this change is really fast. So we're just gonna select all those edges, and then go to Mesh Display and say Hardened Edges. So when you do that, what you're going to find is a lot of these shading issues go away. Still have a few down here we have to figure out and sort what's going on there. We may need to bevel something, maybe change up something a little bit right there. Let's see. Oh goodness, this thing's just being really cantankerous. Let's just see if we can figure out what is going on there. And I am a little bit sniffly. It's ragweed season here in Virginia, so yeah, that's fun. I'm gonna try just maybe leveling this out and see if this problem is more just related to the angle, like basically it's just kind of an impossible angle kind of a thing, and that doesn't quite fix it, does it? Let's see. It's a good bit better, but nope. Let's see, what else could we try? Maybe we need to soften these edges. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet when I selected all those others, I bet I didn't get these. I got a better idea of what's going on with these. Okay, so we're going to do, along these, we're going to do Mesh Display, and we're going to say Set to Face, and then we're going to say Mesh Display Soften Edge, and we're going to be messed up a little bit again, and then we're going to go to the edge, and we're going to try again to get these fixed, and hopefully that gives us a nice, yeah, so that gets rid of that. I don't know if you remember that it had like this funny little shading thing going on, and it's not that big of a deal, but when you go to do textures and stuff in Substance, it can make some of your textures not want to behave well. We still have a few little edge issues back here, so let's see if we can figure out what those are. Goodness, can't seem to get this thing to want to cooperate today. Alright, so let's try first just setting all of these to face, see if that works. And then let's see what happens when we turn that off. So when we did that, we got some hardened edges that I don't really like. So we're gonna go back in there, and we're gonna make these soft. And you know, sometimes this is like just like an experimentation thing to kind of see which way makes it not look like poo. Okay, let's see what we get. And so then you can see, okay, so you can see now, like, basically there's, oops, I still got one little one in here, being a dingleberry. So what you can see is that, yep, there we go. All of the weird shading issues go away. And what this means is that when we go to put textures on it in Substance, it will behave much better. And so that is how to fix some shading issues when you have them on your meshes. And like I said, I had no clue, whoopsie, about that at all for the longest time, what that even was or anything else or why that was a deal. But turns out it is. Okay, guess that's it.